All right. Welcome, Speed Gaming. We have a great match. This is the SGLIVE 2021 Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament. And this is going to be Kipp versus LynxXUnlimited. My name is Eddie, and my co-com here is McTimothy. McTimothy, how are you doing?
I am so excited for this. I am so hyped up for this. This is two of the top runners that we have in the entire community going up against each other in an any percent race for SGLIVE. I don't even have any words now that I'm here and I have to say them. Both of these runners are known for consistency. Before we say anything else about them, let alone what their PBs are, which are both very, very good, they're both known for consistency. They're both known for being able to hit close to their PB time over and over and over again every time they run, and they're both at top form right now. So we're expecting to see an incredibly high-level any percent race. No pressure, though, runners, if you're listening.
For sure. So, McTimothy, I got some numbers for you. We have LynxXUnlimited coming in with a PB of 41 minutes and 52 seconds. There's only 7 people in this entire world that have an any percent time of a 41 or lower, and absolutely incredible. That being said, we have Kipp with an any percent PB of 42 minutes and 22 seconds. And guess what, McTimothy?
What? Where are we going with this?
Kipp got that PB in his last match. The 42-minute, 22-second is a fresh PB showing that he's in absolute top form. So we have 2 monsters in this race today. I'm just so excited to see this.
And with PBs that are 30 seconds apart from each other, it seems like a lot because it's a whole half a minute. But in this category, using this route with so many things that have to go right, as far as racing it is concerned, 30 seconds is almost nothing. So this is going to be a sight to behold.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, one little misstep, a baby skip, that 30-second lead is gone. And, there's a lot of errors that could happen in this sort of match where 30 seconds are gone just like that. Now that being said, yeah, a little bit of a... Okay, all right. So both of these runners not having the best series elevator time, but Lynx definitely getting a little caught by that steam, losing 4 seconds right there.
I call that the reset room.
No, absolutely. That's probably the most common point where runners will reset when they get hit by the elevator, instantly lose like 5 seconds, and they're just like, I'm done with this. Let's go on to the next run.
In a race, it sucks. In a PB attempt, you just reset. You're less than 90 seconds in.
Yep, absolutely. That's for sure. I think we've all been there.
So standard stuff from almost any category that you will see of this game. They're going to land down on the planet's surface, head down to pick up that morphing ball, and then that very special missile pack that has that property of awakening the planet.
You know, McTimothy, have you ever wondered how does Samus go into that morph form? You know, I feel like that's a question that's often asked, and I've never thought about it too much.
I sometime thought about it a while ago, and the more I thought about it, the more grossed out I got. So I just kind of I accepted it's one of those things that happen in video games and left it at that.
All right. So that being said, we have both these runners getting across that pit room. Kipp taking a little bit of stumble there, but has that little bit of advantage that he got from the series station time, and they'll both be heading down to that morph ball, as you said. Now, got another fun fact for you, McTimothy.
Ooh.
So, as I told you, Kipp did hit that PB against a crucial run against Gebu. If you guys haven't seen that match, absolutely go check it out. Now, that being said, Kipp is in prime form, but I was watching Lynx's stream yesterday, or maybe it was 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. And can I tell you exactly how that stream went?
Oh, please do.
Lynx gets back-to-back 41s and is like, I'm good. And then he ends the stream right there. Back-to-back 41s. He didn't PB, but they were both 41s.
Wow. Like you said at the start, he is one of 7 people in the world who has ever completed a run in less than 42 minutes, and he's done it several times. So, like, oh, you could barely ask for a better matchup in a tournament than these two runners.
Yep.
Look at that flawless pit room on the way back. That room is so much harder than it looks to do properly.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And look at this. We get ledge grab primes from both of these runners. Not opting to go for that wall jump climb. You know what's funny? I feel like when you see the ledge grab climb, it's a mark of the player favors that consistency. So it really just goes to show that both of these players, obviously being extremely fast, you can't get those kind of elite times without being massively fast at this game, but seem to have a little bit more stock in that consistency level over going for that 5-frame save that with the cost of a lot of inconsistency.
I am right there with them. Personally, I do the ledge grab climb myself. It was actually Kipp who suggested it in one of his streams. He was talking about how you'll see top-level runners do these wall jumps, but have you ever tried this? Try it out and see what you can do with it. And boy, was he ever right.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely for sure. So we have Kipp going for the he's going to shove Bomb Chorizo against the wall, and we're going to have Lynx start on that pixel-perfect setup so that Bomb Chorizo will be knocked back. Now, both of these runners actually not getting the 2-round. So, it's kind of funny. They're both synced up right now. Lynx somehow has full missiles going into all this, but Kipp grabs all the missiles too. But yeah, both players still neck and neck.
Yeah. That's kind of funny to mess it up in almost exactly the same way.
Yep. Oh,
Lynx.
Ooh. Lynx taking a little hit there by that ripper.
That is not damage you want to take either. You want to have full health going into the pirate shaft because you're gonna kill the pirates with missiles, and they need to drop more missiles so that you still have 5 going down the Brintstar elevator. But that E-tank kind of makes it irrelevant.
Yep. So, that one is not good.
That hit though.
Yeah. Kipp's gonna have to be a little careful here. He needs health.
Okay,
Okay, he's gonna have to rely on some RNG here because he needs those 5 missiles. Now, normally you'll have full health and 2 missiles, and what that means is you farm the 2 bugs, and they'll give you 4 missiles. But because he doesn't have full health, there is a chance that both of those bugs will just drop health, and then Kipp is going to have to go around and scramble and find another bug to farm if he can't get the 5 missiles. So this is already a little scary right now.
But he's just going for it. And, okay, he got what he needed.
All right, so no issue. RNG in his favor right there. And both players neck and neck once again.
It's a nice backup from Kipp. Messing up the jump to get to that damage boost and then just morphing.
McTimothy, one of the funny things about this is they're both making a few missteps that, are maybe a little uncharacteristic, but the funny part is they're both making the same missteps, so they're still neck and neck.
With all of the things that could go wrong in every room in this game, it is kind of funny to watch them screw up the same things.
Yes, exactly. So something a little interesting to note, both of these runners opting to go for the strat where they just run through, jump, and do a little mothball. Kipp, because he got the extra 2 missiles from that little waiver when he was picking up the early supers, decides to use one to snipe one of the bugs along the way and actually picks up a big health on top of that. Picks up another missile pack on top of that. So Kipp has actually 8 missiles, which is kind of more than you'd ever normally get in this situation.
It's a fun little time save. It's a handful of frames, but the drop is really what you're going for there. And yeah, you can only do that if you get missiles from the waiver at early supers.
Yep.
And even when I do, I never do because I always forget to do it, even though I know it's supposedly faster.
Yep. All right, so Lynx clipping that little hopper on the way down, so it takes a little bit of damage, and Kipp does get that bug boost, and Lynx just barely misses it. So Kipp taking a small little lead here, and no old route here. We have very top runners here going for those elite times. They will both be going up this red tower to do that new route, Fantoon first.
And yeah, Kipp got the hero shot. So did Lynx. You got to be quick with those wall jumps up there, or the shot that you fire just despawns.
Yep. All right, so both players going for that farm strat in the hallway. They actually both were able to thread that little needle with the charge shot to get the double farm off those bugs. It's definitely difficult to do. Lynx took a little bit of a fall in the hallway, so is a little bit behind, and Kipp's health is looking a little bit better as well. But that's completely fine. Both players will be making up their way to the wreck ship.
Mm-hmm. Very respectable power bombs times from both of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it's once again, as I said, even though both players are making maybe a few uncharacteristic stumbles, it is good to see that they're both making them and they're still both neck to neck. Now that being said, we have some interesting rooms coming up, McTimothy. Any
We
thoughts
sure do.
on the upcoming rooms?
The great equalizer is about to hit us here. The moat. Even at the highest level of play, it is very, very easy to mess this room up. So let's see how we do here.
CWJ time for both players here.
For both of them. Let's see. Kipp gets it. And Lynx. Ha!
Oh my god, yeah, we got some
That's what you want to see.
Top tier gaming today, McTimothy.
All right, now let's just hope nobody falls in the ocean here.
Yeah, that would always be a little disappointing after
it feels terrible to do that after getting that trick.
Yeah, so to let the viewers know, that CWJ, that first frame, to have the chance of getting a CWJ, that is frame perfect. So even getting that chance of the CWJ is probably the hard part, because if you're one frame later, you fall in the water. And so getting that chance is amazing. And then you have to execute there's a 2-frame window to get that jump. And, even if you're well practiced in it, it's very possible to fall in it.
I've done it a handful of times. I definitely prefer the bomb jump method myself.
A lot of people don't even go for the CWJ. They'll just go for the bomb jump because it's more consistent. Now, we have Fantoon. Definitely a boss where there is going to be some RNG. We can see it. We can see the runners definitely separate here. Lynx getting that fast pattern at the start.
Yeah, it looks like Kipp's getting a slow. Ooh, nice Doppler on Lynx's side.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, nice Doppler.
Very nice from Kipp, too.
Lynx misses that 2-round. All right.
And look at that.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, Lynx gets that huge Doppler in the beginning, but misses the 2-round because he couldn't get that super off in time. Kipp, though, got that slow pattern, but was able to keep Fantoon on screen, which saves a lot of bit of time, and then gets that 2-round. So, in the end, Lynx did still get favorable patterns there, so has a little bit of an advantage here, but it's really nice because they're both still neck and neck right now.
Yeah, we're seeing in real time what Fantoon patterns can do to a run.
Yep.
Because Kipp definitely performed better there, and he's still coming out behind.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so both players grabbing these, the second and final pack of supers that they'll ever see in this entire game. No third pack of supers here. They're carrying this all the way to the final stages of the game.
Yeah, you don't need more than 2 packs. What are you going to do with them? Honestly, if there was a super pack on the way that was convenient to grab before the Ridley fight, we'd probably route it in, but there just isn't, sure. So...
Exactly, yeah, any super packs that you can pick up at this time is too much of a time loss. Both players going for the same attic strat will lay that power bomb, run to the right, and blast those atomics. Lynx opting to unload a bunch of missiles. Kipp just using that super at the end on that key hunter. But so both players getting out just fine, and Kipp coming on top with 1 extra super, but 1 less power bomb.
It is important to pay attention to that too. The ammo count, even like Kipp now has 2 supers over. Okay, 1. Kind of undermining my point, Lynx. The ammo count is very, very important, especially super missiles at this point. I doubt we are going to see either of them take the safe route and do Kraid before Ridley. It is faster to do Ridley first, but doing that comes at the cost of an E-tank and a Varia suit, which the E-tank is really the important one there.
Yep, absolutely.
But that means they're not refilling supers at mini Kraid before going down to lower Norfair. So right now, they want all the supers they can get.
Yep, for sure. So, that being said, we have seen Kipp get go for Kraid second. I just don't think he's going to be doing that against someone, the #1 seed Lynx here.
No, I doubt it a lot. If he's watching the restream and Lynx does something incredibly stupid in the next 15 seconds, he might. But otherwise, I'm going to put money on them both doing Ridley second.
Yep, so that 13:45 grab, absolutely elite time right there. That being said, Kipp has one less powerbomb than Lynx. You do want at least 2 powerbombs to do the optimal strats going into that Northern Warfare, so we'll see it maybe... Nope, does not choose to farm that crab. Okay, so...
Well, he'll have to do the frog farm.
He's either going to do the frog farm, or he is going to simply just do the bomb jump escape, and then, you know, go up the little escape route and... just bomb the ceiling, kind of like you would do in KPDR if you opt not to grab those high jump missiles. I think the time it takes to farm that frog and do that is probably roughly equal. So if Kipp's comfortable with that strategy, I could see him just foregoing this frog farm if he wants to.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Frog farm.
Grabs that frog farm.
Nice D-boost on Lynx's side. And up he goes to grab that Spazer beam.
The new route beam, something that typically old route runners, once they get to a certain point, will never see again in their life because they will prefer that plasma beam.
Yeah, if you're going to grab plasma, I can't think of a category that picks up Spazer and then plasma later. There's probably one somewhere, but 100%.
I guess that's a fairly obvious point, though.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it, and then I thought someone's going to say it.
I'm here to say
going down. And Kipp going down. We've got Ridley second from both of them.
No PKRD shenanigans here. Shout out to PKRD, that's what I run.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So my new route knowledge isn't as good as yours. I don't know new route as well as I know low percent, which has a very, very similar route. So we're getting into the point where you're going to be able to say things that that I'm not going to know about.
It's okay, I got you, McTimothy. So you know, something that's kind of interesting to note is when Kipp came down that elevator, there is a strat that typically what you do with the Spazer is you jump off the elevator and farm that little Sova. I wonder if theoretically it's better not to farm it when you have 10 supers that Kipp did a second ago, because if you get that big health, that's not helping you at all when you get that energy tank. Minor nitpick, and I don't know, it's not even a nitpick, it was just a random thought I had because everyone's just going to kill that Sova along the way down. But yeah, so both players will be heading to that ice beam. Have to get that little mock ball to clear that gate. If you don't get it, then that's a very significant time loss. But
you gotta reload the room.
Yeah, not only do you have to reload the room, but it's like shameful because you have to like go on the ground and then like roll all the way underneath the floor, and it's really bad. But you know, none of these players are gonna make a mistake like that. So now we have the ice escape also coming up.
Yeah, another stopping point. There is a safety strat you can do where you yeah, okay. It happens faster than I can explain what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both these runners just showing like how fast. I mean, that room when you're first learning it, you need to like sit down and like look at the platforms and like think about what you're gonna do. But these players with so much experience just flying through it, and you don't even have time to talk about it because of how fast it is. So something I want to note right there is Kipp opting to do a very small farm. Those little hoppers have a very high chance of dropping power bombs. So I think Lynx had maybe an extra power bomb and decided to just run straight through. Kipp basically doing a little stutter so that he can collect both the drops from those hoppers so that he can get that little power bomb, because he only had one at that time. And there are ways you can farm it later, but he opts to just grab that quick power bomb farm right there. And
I like the ice beam bubble mountains. It always looks so cool to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just that really executing that flawlessly by both players, honestly, their strats. Okay, so Lynx is going to missile this door. He can super it, but it only costs about 5 to 10 frames or something like that, and you want all these supers for that really dangerous Ridley fight.
I think you mean really fun Ridley fight.
I've seen people get really frustrated over their Ridley fight, and rightfully so, because as fun as it is, when you're on a good pace and Ridley decides to just not do the patterns that you want him to do, it can
Ridley,
be.
yeah, Ridley is a huge troll, and when that fight goes well, it goes really well. But man, he can decide to mess up your day. His tail can decide to mess up your day. And sometimes you can make a mistake that snowballs into another mistake and the whole thing gets away from you. He's a terrifying boss.
Oh, for sure, for sure. The Ridley, yeah, the tail literally having an AI of its own can just choose to block your shots or block a super missile, and you just lose time and there's nothing you can do about it. But hopefully, both these players can have some clean Ridley fights and not too many things go wrong there.
Nice quick drop there from Lynx.
McTimothy, I have a question to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Did Lynx skip the wave missiles? Is he going 15-10? Did I see that?
I didn't even notice. I guess we'll find out if he starts not getting missile drops.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he missed it. I think in a race setting that's crazy. But I could see Lynx potentially doing it against Kipp, but I don't know. I think it's tricky. I might be getting baited by the 15. But yeah, chat's saying that he did not skip it. So that's a little.
I wasn't paying attention because I figured, yeah, he's definitely getting them. But then you asked, and I went, wait a minute.
Okay, so big moment of the game. Lynx nails
perfect.
that lava spark. Now it's Kipp's turn. It's a very crucial trick to land.
It's a very, very precise trick to do.
No!
And no!
Kipp doesn't quite make it, so that is this is going to be a very sketchy lower Norfolk for Kipp.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully he makes this gravity jump as well. Okay, no issue there. Yeah.
So that spark is incredibly precise. You've got to charge it as you're falling off the ledge at the start of the room, damage boost off of that flame, and then launch the spark straight up at exactly the right time. If you launch it too early, you'll bonk too far away from the platform to fall towards it, which is kind of what happened to Kipp there. The backup is that gravity jump, which is fine that there's a backup, but now he's got no health.
Yes, and yeah, Kipp is going to go for this pillar spark, which means he has 1 life left. If he gets hit by any of these pirates, he is a goner.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. So Lynx doing great, but we have to keep all eyes on Kipp here because this is really dangerous. So that is the optimal strat that Kipp did, but it's always scary because you're just so close to death right now. Kipp literally flirting with death right now.
Nerves of steel on that guy. Look at his face as he's doing it too. He's just like, well, this is happening now.
Yep. So Kipp is going to do the spark into the wall to kill these pirates. Hopefully he can get some farm here to get him above that 50 mark. Isn't above that 50 mark.
Yet. 50 is fine. He'll take 7 from the flame going into Wasteland, and then the hoppers do 40. So he has enough to survive 1 hit.
Yes.
He will not be able to do the Kago if that happens, but he will at least survive.
Yep. So
and he gets through just fine. Haha, what was I worried about?
Yeah, I wasn't sweating at all right there, Timothy. I had full confidence in Kipp's ability right there. I never doubted for a second. Now that being said, Lynx has perfect resources pretty much going into this fight.
Yeah, you got that lucky super drop from the last bug just before going into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And each super missile that you have against Ridley saves, what is it, 2 full seconds or something like that?
So it's the time that it takes to do 2 charge shots. So it might even be a little bit more than 2 seconds, just depending on how clean your charge shots are. But as you know, Ridley can just block shots randomly. So you don't want to be prolonging the fight if you don't have to. So Ridley, Kipp is going for the X Factor strat here. He could potentially save some time on Lynx if this goes really well.
Mm-hmm. One of those, I think one of those just got hit by his tail, but it's still better to... Oh, he's going for the 4.
Oh,
4X.
real nice. So that's going to speed up the fight quite a lot, especially because he was a bit behind.
It is not worth doing that if you're only going to hit him with 1 X Factor, because you lose all the time that the extra damage does, you lose on the pause screen. So if you're going to do it, you're doing more than 1, and Kipp getting the optimal 4 X Factors off.
Yep.
If there's a way to do a 5th one, nobody's discovered it yet.
At least consistently. So Lynx making short work of Ridley. Lynx, I feel like a lot of the very top runners typically do the X Factor strats, but Lynx is a proponent of just going for the beam strat. Used to do the X Factor strat in the past and just decided, the beam strat is way more consistent, and I'm glad I switched over to it. So
I blame him.
Looks like Ridley
there we go.
Done. Yep, Ridley having a little bit of annoying AI right there, but Kipp jumping into his claws, and Ridley explodes. And it is over for the Pelican on both streams.
And nobody taking the Ridley tank. Just going full out.
Yeah, if Lynx had very little health, leaving Ridley, I could see him maybe taking the tank because he does have a little bit of a lead. But I think Kipp, knowing that he's a little bit behind, can't take any sort of safety like that. Just has to go for it. Oh, interesting.
He is going to farm a pirate.
Okay, yeah. So Kipp's health isn't that great, and his super count wasn't super great. Although that being said, both players are going for Kraid second, Kraid third. So the super's not really mattering as much. I think Kipp just wants to make sure he doesn't get killed here.
And we have 3 Musketeers on Lynx's side, another notoriously difficult room. He's got the health to tank the hits to make it through, but you never really want to do that. There we go. He gets the manipulation he needs, only gets 1 hit in the room. That's a room where once something goes wrong, it can go really wrong very quickly. Yes, for sure. I mean, even if... It's not even a matter of being able to jump up there. You have to jump up and morph, because if the key hunter is just waiting for you ready to body block you, you'll get knocked back down, and then you won't have the iframes to really make it back up. So you'll just keep getting knocked down unless you kind of morph through, and just things can go so wrong there. But both these runners having plenty of health, looking like they could barrel through it if they really want to. Ooh, Kipp getting through damage free.
Ooh, excellently played by Kipp.
Each of those key hunters does do 50 damage to Gravity Suit Samus, so look at how much health they have. Look at the very few E-tanks that they have. You don't want to be taking hits if you can avoid it. For sure. Nice little ball boost by Kipp. That's really hard to do. But Kipp has some time to make up. Lynx is definitely taking a little bit of a lead here. So we have Lynx heading over to Kraid's lair. Missile that, shoot that thing down, angle shot down with the wave. Wave. Double missile, jump through the door. I'm predicting it right now. Double missile, shoot through the door. Absolutely executed by Lynx. Just perfect. Yep. How would anyone doubt Lynx's ability to execute these strats properly? You see Lynx shooting some off-screen garbage that happens to be hanging out and causing some extra slowdown. Which he can do because he has Wave Beam. Yep. Causes Kraid to rise up a little bit faster. And then he can get his quick kill off. Kraid who? Kraid gone. I don't see any boss there. That thing that was briefly on screen for a second blocking his way. Alright, so Lynx grabs that various seat. We'll need that because otherwise Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam will hit you for 600, and it's faster to grab that than grab 3 more E-tanks. So, gotta grab that various suit. Yeah, for whatever reason. The only thing in the game that checks for Varia but doesn't check for gravity as far as damage reduction is concerned is that very final attack at the end of the game. Yeah, thanks, Dear Force.
Okay, so we have Kipp getting that nice little farm, 10 supers. Kind of what you'd expect because that mini crate does drop 4. You'll see him twice. So Lynx will be heading over to Meridia, and Kipp is right on his tail.
Lynx choosing to skip the crate tank as well. He does have a sizable lead, but I can respect the decision. Because going for race safeties and then screwing something up later in a different way. Like, he could grab the safety tank, but then mess up a trick that has nothing to do with health.
Mm-hmm.
And then grabbing the tank meant nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're having Lynx heading straight over to that Batoon fight. Resources looking good. Kipp's resources looking good too. Kipp is going to need to get one more power bomb just in case potentially, because you do need to use one power bomb to get to Batoon, and then you want to use a power bomb to X Factor Batoon. So Lynx won't have any issues like that, but Kipp will have to get hooked up somewhere with one more power bomb, likely from Batoon.
Batoon drops. They're not known for being unreliable or anything like that.
And okay, all right, getting at least one super. 20 missiles, 3 supers. Lynx is in prime position to go to that Dragon fight.
Oh, I love that mock ball. Jump at exactly the right time, morph at exactly the right time, and you save less than 10 frames, I think, at grabbing that tank. It just looks cool, though.
Yep, if Hockey were here doing comms as well, he'd call that the Yahtzee. So saying that just for him right there.
Gonna see a full happy attempt here.
That looks
and
like that is a
bonked.
happy. Okay, so that's okay. The happy, as long as you do the rest of this room fine, is not going to lose you too much time. Now, if you get the quarter happy or you fail it altogether, then you're in a little bit of a world of hurt. But Lynx, finishing up that room just fine, and Kipp having pretty solid resources and gets those power bombs that he needs.
See how this Dragon fight goes for Lynx. Does he do Rain Dance or the more traditional strat? I don't even know.
Yes, so Lynx does not do the Rain Dance strat. You'll notice that his setup is he'll do a little charge, and then he does a little thing where he shoots 3 times, and he goes past that crab and stands up. So there's no crouching or anything. It's a little bit of a unique thing from Lynx. That goes past that crab, and I never see him mess it up. So looks
that
like it's
looked good. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, doesn't get that.
Ooh,
charge,
doesn't get
though.
the. Yeah, you really wanted to get that charge to get that 2-round in.
Yep. Okay, so this is definitely a moment where Kipp can maybe make up a little bit of time here. Ooh. Doesn't get the kill on the second charge either. So, this is a little scary. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Oh man.
Oh,
And he gets a
nails
spike
the
suit.
Okay, so Lynx doing just fine in the end is going to maintain that lead, but let's see if Kipp can get this 2-round. Is going for the Rain Dance strat.
That looks good.
See if he
And
can
one
get this
more
2.
spark should do it. There we go. That was much
Excellent.
faster for Kipp.
Yep.
But Lynx is so far ahead that he could afford to make that mistake.
Yep. Oh,
Kipp also getting spike suit.
Clutches that spike suit. Honestly, Kipp is going to. Wow, look at those resources from Kipp.
Wow.
7 supers. That's nice. So Kipp absolutely had to hit that spike suit if he wants to catch up to Lynx, because it's a pretty significant time loss if you have to slog through this entire Coliseum. But Kipp is definitely still in this race, putting up a great fight against Lynx.
It looks like it might come down to Metroid luck.
Yes, the Turian, Kipp is in a prime position to take on that Turian and not have any issues. Lynx, we're going to see if he's going to choose to farm a little bit here or if he's just going to go. He might just lay the power bomb, do one set of farm, and then get... Oh.
Looks like he thought about it, but it was too late.
Yeah, I think he was going to lay the power bomb, and then maybe he got distracted for a second and thought otherwise. But, I think he just picked up like 5,000 supers right there. So Lynx now looking like he's in good shape to take on that Turian room. But, Kipp with the 7 super. Oh, almost took that fall right there, but saves it.
Yeah, the thing to look for here is supers. Power bombs pretty much don't matter.
That I think Kipp just got like a bunch of regular missiles from those bugs. That was kind of a scam, but I think he did get at least one big health. But yeah. So Lynx in the lead right now. We'll see those G4 times and compare them in a bit, but it does often come down to Turian. Scary things can happen in Turian. You're always a little bit nervous until basically Mother Brain 2 is down.
For sure. I mean, we have seen in this very tournament, if I recall correctly, we have seen big leads lost to Turian. So
yes, in fact, we have seen in this tournament two runners double KO'd in Turian and having to start all the way over. And that's always a fun one. So it could happen here. It would be a little surprising, but not impossible to happen for sure. All right, so I think Lynx got a 34-20 entry to G4, and Lynx seems like he's about 20 seconds behind. So that's
a baby skip difference.
Exactly, that is a baby skip difference. So if Lynx does not nail the baby skip and Kipp does, we can expect that, assuming these Metroid rooms go roughly evenly, Kipp could take the lead here. So very close race. All right, so
Lynx turning on the ice beam.
Yep,
and Spacer.
Ice beam. Gotta have at least gotta have that ice on, or else the Metroid rooms are not gonna be fun for you.
There is a category where you don't pick up ice beam, low percent speed, and if anybody has ever played that one, it is an exercise in frustration when you get to the Metroid rooms.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so Lynx getting through that Metroid Wonder Room. Seems like the resources are okay.
Okay.
Yeah, health looking okay. Hopefully he gets the supers that he needs here. Kipp heading into Metroid 1. Oh, that's
grabbed there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake. Okay.
All right, so he recovers well enough.
Yep, and Lynx's resources looking spot on. Kipp's resources also looking amazing. So
they'll be good.
Really good chance that they'll be good here unless Lynx gets absolutely scammed. Yeah, okay. So Lynx also
going
getting
for the boost. Bam. Perfect.
That boost. Saves that extra 20 health that you would have. Otherwise, you'd have to deboost off that hopper. And yeah.
Yeah, the hoppers in that room are invincible. Do absolutely anything. Not even screw attack can take them out.
Did you know you can actually kill them? You can kill them with supers, but it takes a lot.
Really?
Yes.
I've never even tried.
I didn't know until I saw it some other time. But more importantly, we have the baby skip coming up for Lynx. Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Lynx clips!
Oh, he jumped too high.
Oh, he jumps too high and he clips the dust bunny thing in the top. So Lynx gets grabbed here. This is Kipp's time to catch up right here.
Ooh, wow. This just got way closer. All right. Let's see how Kipp does. There we go.
In that lag. Extra jump. Okay.
And he gets it.
This is so close now.
Wow.
Kipp has a bit of a lead. What you're seeing on the screen right now is the lead that they have. So Lynx just hot on his tail right now, but Kipp does take the lead. That being said, Kipp also has, 30 less health. So, he has the utmost confidence in his Mother Brain fight, but this is a very close match, McTimothy.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kipp's favorite category is low percent ice. He is incredibly confident the Mother Brain 2 fight, and he's probably going to show us exactly why. But this is Super Metroid speedrunning, and if he gets hit by the wrong thing at the wrong time, he could fall below that crucial 300 health that you need to survive that rainbow beam, and this race will be over.
That's true, and it's not even just a matter of that. This is 60 charge shots to the face. So if Kipp just misses a few shots and Lynx hits those shots, then he could absolutely make up the time.
That is also true. And when you are racing and when you're on a pace like this, it is very easy to get nervous and launch those shots before they're fully charged. Oh boy.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I think that was one charge. Oh, okay.
Lynx.
Lynx taking a hit there, but he's okay. He's got that little extra health because he had the refill. Oh, Kipp getting some rough patterns. Lynx getting some good patterns right now, just able to stay, not move, and just charge shot Mother Brain in the face. Okay, Kipp getting some rough patterns again.
Also showing off how much he knows about how this fight works. That morph unmorph to slow the fall so he doesn't land on the explosion.
I don't know if Lynx has missed the shot.
Alright, so Kipp is into catch-up phase, so is Lynx. Mother Brain just kind of sitting there on Kipp's side, not doing anything for a minute.
This is such a close match.
Yeah, this is... I can't even... I don't know what to say, let's just watch.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Both players are like... gonna come down to the escape in Mother Brain 3!
Oh, man. Okay, Kipp is ahead by a small handful of frames, which could easily be taken away by Mother Brain's. There actually is RNG in this cutscene. Mother Brain could sit down quicker or slower, depending on, of all things, the position of her foot, the time that the Metroid latches on, I think it is.
Oh my gosh, I was not aware that was how the RNG worked.
Yeah, Mother Brain... Like, you could actually lose time just on this cutscene if her foot is in the wrong position. It's just something that you'd only ever worry about as a tasser. Yeah, see, like, the rainbow beams hit so close to each other, it had to be, like, less than 10 frames. But there's now a noticeable difference. Kipp is, like, half a second ahead, and it's just because of that Mother Brain cutscene RNG.
Noticeable difference, half a second. Now that's an interesting one because, oh my gosh, it's crazy how close this match is. I'm literally on the edge of my seat right now, just staring. My eyes are glued on my monitor right now.
Yeah, I say noticeable difference, it's half a second. But like...
So, we have...
Oh my god.
Both players will be doing this Mother Brain 3 fight. Definitely some time that can be lost or gained here, so we'll see how both of these players execute this fight and go on to the escape.
I will say, we are not going to be seeing a 41.
Don't think that's the case today either.
And look at that. Lynx with the faster MB3.
Okay, so Lynx does take a little bit of a lead there. I think he had a little bit of a cleaner Metroid 3 fight, or Mother Brain 3 fight, if it wasn't obvious at this point. But we have it coming down to the escape. McTimothy, are you ready for this?
I sure am. Let's see this.
All right, Lynx getting a little more through that door.
Yeah.
That is a little bit of a time save.
Yeah, that's about 20 frames right there.
Yep. Both players heading into the Lydox room.
This is the difference maker room a lot of the times. But since both players just got it...
Moonfall for both players, but I think
Lynx is executing just a bit better, yeah.
Just a little bit better, and that's really might make all the difference here.
Nobody bonk a spark, please. Oh, man.
Oh, it's gonna come down to this parlor and Steam.
If this race comes down to Steam RNG... Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. That's just... incredible.
Oh, I think Lynx is gonna take it. All right, so
there we go.
oh my gosh, GG to both runners. So officially, we have Lynx coming in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 42 minutes and 58 seconds, and we have in second place Kipp coming in second with an official racetime.gg of 43 minutes flat. Oh my gosh. That was
wow,
incredible race.
I said at the start that we were going to see some incredible high-level any percent play from two of the best runners in the community today, and they did not disappoint. We just saw somebody get a 42 in a race, which is incredibly rare even for the top-level runners.
A 43, 42, 43, like pretty much right in that time. In terms of getting that in a race, is just so incredible. I can't stress enough how close that race was. Lynx did have that lead, but not getting that baby skip really made this so close.
Yeah, that is the power of baby skip right there. It's well known among a lot of runners that like you can get 40 to 41 minutes into your run and miss that and just reset because you know you're not going to make it now.
Yep. So I would like to mention that because the race time.gg time is 3 seconds apart, the runners can request a frame count, but Kipp has declined the frame count. And so Lynx is the winner for today. I mean, McTimothy, missing baby skip and getting a 42, like you've got to be an incredible runner to be able to do something like that.
To miss baby skip and also that Dragon fight.
Yes.
Which wasn't that bad, but it was you know, to have both of those things happen and for Lynx to still pull off a 42. Just incredible play from both runners. Joining us in this Discord call is Kipp. Kipp, how are you doing? How are you feeling about that?
Hey, what's up, boys? That was a lot of fun. What a race, huh? I didn't see what happened to him. I only checked it like 4 times at different junctures, and I knew I was behind pretty significantly after Lower Norfair and then going into G4. But then I thought, well, you know, you never know. Maybe he'll get bad drops or, you know, baby skip or something like that. And then so I got through Torian, did Mother Brain 2, which this Mother Brain 2 was like freaking cakewalk in comparison to the last one that I had. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'll give my dog a treat. This will be fun. And then I gave Sam a treat. And then I came back and looked at Lynx's stream and I was like, holy crap, what happened? So yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was a treat for me.
That was a lot of fun to watch too. That was some incredible stuff. If you weren't watching, Kipp, we were saying you had the almost perfect Dragon fight, and Lynx stumbled and tried to do a very, very risky spark that we were almost certain was going to get him killed, but it worked out in his favor. So,
well, as someone who has been killed by chain damage in the biggest of races, I am glad that did not happen to him because that is a total heartbreaker. But are you guys not going to bring up the fact that I completely missed Lava Spark, had to do a gravity jump, and still survive Lower Norfair with a bunch of extra farms? Come on, y'all. Give me some credit here.
We did talk about it as it was happening. We just haven't got there yet. But, yeah,
the fact that I made it through that run at all is actually a small miracle, actually.
With a 43, like exactly 43 too. Like that is some incredible stuff. So you're in worst room in the game, you get the power bomb, you get the wall jump, you're going up there, you're about to do the overhead ball. What are you thinking?
You know, I just I don't know, man. When stuff like that happens to me, I only think one thing one time at the beginning, and then I go on autopilot, and I just said, "You're gonna live," and then I just didn't think about it after that, and I just played. So I kind of blacked out
positivity
for part of that.
Oh, that was really cool to see. We mentioned like one hit is all it's gonna take, but he's still going for the optimal strats because you just have to when you're up against Lynx. Like,
yeah, and you know, I pretty much said, you know, at the beginning of this tournament that I felt like Lynx would not only obviously is he a deserving #1 seed, but I felt like he should be considered the favorite to win the whole tournament because #1, I think he's the best player. I mean, he is by PB alone, but even beyond that, I think he's the most consistent player. And so I knew I'd have my hands full, you know. But I'll be honest, like, you know, it's one of those things where, like, I mean, I don't feel like I like I don't feel like there's anybody out there that I can't beat in a one-run scenario, right? So my job is to come in here and make it as hard as possible for my opponent, and then if they can, if they can pull it off, then they deserve a lot of credit. So I thought, even though I had some pretty bad mistakes, this is a one-run scenario, and against a lot of opponents, this still would have been good enough. But I think that just kind of shows you how good Lynx actually is to have a run that didn't go perfectly for him, but still run a very, very competitive time. So it was a lot of fun to race him, and I'm not gonna lie, I hope I get to race him again before this is all over.
That is correct. You may get your chance. This is the winner's bracket after all, so Kipp is not out of this tournament. He's going to be kicked into the loser's bracket, where he will go up against the winner of Z Music versus either Imit or Timo-chun. So it's not over yet.
Boys, if you guys are out there, do me a favor and hurry up and schedule, because the days are running short and we got to get this thing through. And on top of that, I'm having to balance it with I've got the semifinals of the Rando tournament coming up, so my schedule's going to get a little wonky. But yeah, man, y'all, this was a lot of fun. I had a really good time tonight. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. SpeedGaming Live is a really fun event every year. How often do you get like a compressed tournament like this where you just get to race a ton in a small amount of time? I love it. So thanks again, Eddie, for putting it on, and McTimothy, to both of you guys for doing comps tonight. I'm really appreciative of the fact that we got a good team for it.
Well, thanks for putting on one of the best shows I've seen in a while. So
yeah, for sure. Super excited. Honestly, this is it's crazy how good these matches are really getting towards the end. We're having all these matches that are just seconds from each other, and just to see another one like this, Kipp, your match versus Gebu as well, and your match versus Lynx, these have been incredible races that we were seeing at this high level. It's just such a treat to watch. Really appreciate it. I'm so glad that you can be part of this tournament as well.
Yeah, me too. It's been a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll continue to get really good ones. We still have a lot of really, really good players in this tournament, and obviously the Lynx versus Sloters matchup is like a dream matchup, so I'll be looking forward to watching that one. But yeah, gentlemen, thank you so much. I'll call it from there, and once again, GG Lynx, and best of luck throughout the rest of the tournament, and we'll see you guys next mission.
Right. McTimothy, you have any final words that you have to say for our viewers here?
No, I think we covered everything. Just thank you to SpeedGaming for letting us put this on. Thanks, Eddie, for co-comming with me, and also for putting on this tournament. Wouldn't be here without you. And there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that goes on with SpeedGaming staff, so thanks to them as well. And if you aren't already doing it, I'm going to put the command in the chat. Follow both of these runners. You will see some more very high-level stuff. Uh-oh.
I don't think that thing is working right now, but for the runners, twitch.tv/Kipp and twitch.tv/LynxXUnlimited, as you see in that title right there.
Yeah, that's about it. You want to take us home, Eddie?
Yep, absolutely. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching this SGLIVE Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament match. This was between Kipp and LynxXUnlimited, and this was the winner's semifinal. So Lynx will be moving on to play Sloters in the winner's final. Kipp is not out of the match yet, as said earlier. Please tune in to the rest of the tournament. We got some crazy matches coming up. Super excited. Thanks again to all the viewers. Thanks again, McTimothy, for doing this co-com with me. And that about does it for today. So from all of us at SpeedGaming, thank you so much for watching, and see you next mission.